Okay, hey you guys. Happy New Year, December 31st. I am running in and out the door here. We're on the run today. Um, this attack that was on the U.S. Embassy, it's been in progress since the eclipse, probably since the beginning of winter. I recall at the Capricorn ingress, meaning the first day of winter, I was saying something about how Saturn Pluto was active again, and that was when Donald and Barr were at their worst over the summer, and we were dealing with all sorts of attacks and stressors, and I said that was going to be active again. In terms of like trying to terrorize us and scare us. I didn't think there was going to be an actual attack, and yes, there was, and I need to go back and look at that stuff because the other thing that's been active a lot lately that I've been trying to figure out is the Death card. Um, has been very active. The Eight of Wands, that something was coming quickly. My third eye, I feel like I've been blinded lately. Aside from the fact we've been incredibly busy and active, I just feel like there's been this brick wall, this black brick wall in front of me that I can't see past. It's just been very odd. I was attributing that to maybe revelation will come at the full moon eclipse, but I do recall there was a couple points over the summer that I just felt blinded like this. So in the future, when I'm getting blinded like this, that maybe there's some dark black magic going on, trying to keep psychics closed off to what's going on. Oh my gosh. And maybe that's why there was the plant this week of Donald's going to get reelected by psychics because they wanted to turn our attention away from what was happening. Oh my gosh. Screw these fake psychics. I'm so mad at them. Sorry, I'm a little edgy. The team lost today. But it wasn't a good game chart, and we went in there, and I just knew it wasn't going to do well. But anyway, this I need to review some things, but I want to let you know I checked in with Lavrov because he's the one that installed the Ace of Cups little thing for that was a communicator when he came. Well, when I checked in with Donald last night, it was 11:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The news reports came about 9-10 hours later about the attacks, the airstrikes on the U.S. Embassy in Iraq. And I will tell you that this whole week while I've been watching the news, I've had this in the corner of my eye, watching out. I'm like, what the hell are they planning with Iran? And all of them, because a bunch of them were coming together planning something. As I said in another video around the first day of summer, Iran and Iraq are Putin's scapegoats. Actually, it's more Iran because Iran, like Qatar, are his scapegoats. And so they're like puppets to him. He can set up whatever he wants because while nobody's looking, he's actually made deals with Iran and Iraq over the summer. Like not friendship deals, but where now he could have some leverage to stage attacks. By the way, this is for entertainment only. I'm as wrong as I'm correct and as correct as I'm incorrect. So enjoy that. So Lavrov installed that thing, that Ace of Cups thing that I was like, that's a transmitter. They're communicating about something with a plan, with money. And I was like, Esper knows about it. Sheldon Adelson knows about it. Eric Trump and Shelby knows about it. Well, when I checked in with Donald, I'm sorry, I'm skipping all over the place. His signifier, his card of the reading was the Ace of Cups. He knew what was coming. And that Ace of Cups thing was active. His biggest fear is the Knight of Pentacles, which is Mike Pence, I think. So this is Lavrov. Card of the reading, the Lovers, Trump, Russia. Signifier, it's the office of the President of the United States. That is covered in the Knight of Pentacles. Remember, this is a thing that Donald fears. I've been seeing this more as Pence. It can be other people. It can also be, like Eric Prince delivering money and Esper delivering money and Mnuchin delivering money and Pompeo. The challenge with this whole thing going on is the Four of Cups. There's strong arming in the government, and it's not working with the Republicans. There's some fractures that are starting to happen with the whole impeachment thing. At the basis of this, with Lavrov, is a plan that he wants to carry out, because what's crowning this is the Seven of Swords. This is usually trying to steal the election, and they desperately need to do that. And I'll tell you why this is important, because for Donald, his challenge was the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is data. So Donald's challenge right now is making the data work for the elections. Lavrov and the Russians want to steal the election because in the past, they got the Republicans elected, which led to all these offers and sanctions lifted and the laundry list of things that Putin and Russia have gotten. How do we see Lavrov? The Republican Party. He's doing this on behalf of the Republican Party, which makes sense as to why Pompeo, Mulvaney, Pence, and Mitch, their check-ins match with Putin and Donald and Lavrov. What's the environment with Lavrov? Fighting, literal fighting. The swords are an air sign. They're talking about airstrikes and attacks. Lavrov's hope is that Trump-Russia continues. His fear, look at this, you guys. Look. The Page of Pentacles reversed. What did I say that was? Related to Melanie and taking money out of the government and then putting it somewhere else and hiding it under a name similar maybe to Baron. Baron is a minor. He can't access the money. And so I think things are being stashed in his name, and this is Lavrov's fear. The next steps Lavrov is taking, that would be heartache. This would be the U.S. airstrikes, and it is probably voter suppression because that's all they think about. And the final result was a Seven of Pentacles reversed. I had an epiphany in the parking lot while I was charging my phone, waiting for the game, and watching this after this all happened. I'm such a dork. This was Mick Mulvaney. I all of a sudden was seeing this as missile airstrikes launched by common people. And now the missiles, the airstrikes have begun. It's kind of like if this was like a big container of missiles, and then all of a sudden someone can pull the bottom out and they fall. That's what the Seven of Pentacles reversed is for me in this reading. And this is what was to come for Lavrov. Scumbag. I want to show you some other things. The Five of Pentacles. Oh, wait. You know what? How convenient. The Death card is right there. Who had the Death card? Well, when I checked in with Putin, his Death card was literally death. I checked in with him about 8 hours before the strikes on the U.S. Embassy in Iran, and he had it up here in the position of final outcome, death. Mick Mulvaney, I checked in with him hours before these attacks. He had this as his card of the reading, and Mitch McConnell, Speaker McConnell. How is Mitch seen? Death. You know, if Sheldon Adelson knows about this, and if Mitch hangs out with Esper, who knows about this in the Ace of Cups to cause disaster, it makes sense that Mitch is the one who in the U.S. is calling the time of the strikes, which crazy how the strikes happened right at 9 a.m. on New Year's Eve. To dominate the news all day today with the massive news drop that they had yesterday, all those bombshells related to withholding money and the taxes. They need a distraction. Mitch called the timing so that there could be Donald could say, I didn't know about this. So Mitch called the timing on this. So it eats up the narrative all day like so many other events that this happened. I created a playlist called Staged, and that includes everything I've done that ended up being something staged. Mitch stages them. Who has access to his office? Sheldon Adelson. He works with Esbar and he works with Shelby. Mitch is a scumbag, and I should check out Chow and see what's going on with her. Oh, who else has a death card? Nope. You want to know? Let's talk about these Seven of Pentacles reverse. Remember, these are the airstrikes, the missiles that are raining down on the U.S. Embassy. You're going to flip when you see who had this. Oh, okay. Mick Mulvaney had this in the position of the environment. So Mulvaney knows that these missiles are coming, and here's Mitch who does the timing. Oh, Mitch also had the Seven of Pentacles, the airstrikes. He had it as his signifier. So this is Mitch's signifier, and this is how we see Mitch. Mitch is behind this. You know who else had this as their signifier is Rudy Giuliani. My God, that guy has got to be put away. It is so unsafe without him. Oh, and then Rudy Giuliani, the final outcome, what's to come? The Six of Pentacles, his payment and the bribe. So people are making money off this transaction. Where's the Five of Pentacles? Because we got to talk about that. Burdens, transmitting stuff. Oh, there's the Six of Pentacles. Rudy's getting paid. This has been showing up so much lately, and this is why my third eye was just dark. I couldn't see anything. It was the Seven of Cups. I think I have to go back and look. I don't know when I'll be able to do that, but this and this and this, I think, cluster together with terror attacks or attacks on the U.S. The Fool. This was Putin's card of the reading. He knows Donald is impeached and he's done. He was like the only one that had the Fool. This Two of Swords was prominent because separating Donald, he's getting separated from the electorate. Yes, this that was prominent. You know what I thought was interesting about this King of Wands? Because, you know, this is my Angry Putin card. Now I understand. Okay. Putin had the Fool over there. I'm too lazy to press my button. I just want to make one long tape. I don't want to have to merge anything. I just want to upload it. So that's why all the pausing. So enjoy the pauses. I'm thinking and I don't have time to edit stuff together. The King of Wands. This came up for both Putin and Pompeo. I need that Five of Pentacles. Thank you. Here we go. Putin's signifier was the Five of Pentacles. You know what the Five of Pentacles is? I'm going to tell you. That's the U.S. Embassy. Five of Pentacles is the U.S. Embassy. Putin had the U.S. Embassy covered in Angry Putin. This was directed by Putin, this attack on our U.S. Embassy, which, you know, the final outcome was death for Putin. Now, the King of Wands, Angry Putin, this was someone's signifier. This was Pompeo. Pompeo is visiting Zelensky right now. He had the King of Wands as his signifier. So he's doing what he has to do because he's facing judgment. He's covered in judgment. over Donald's impeachment, the Two of Swords. So that is how he sees him. Who else? Where's that Five of Pentacles? Right here. Okay, so Putin had the Five of Pentacles, the U.S. Embassy, as his signifier. Mick Mulvaney had the Five of Pentacles in the past, meaning this was already planned. Mitch McConnell, his challenge was the Five of Pentacles, the U.S. Embassy. How to pull that off when you're the death man, you know? If this is who you are, how do you pull this off against your own people, our own soldiers? Putin and Donald both had the King of Swords, same position. Donald is terrified of the Knight of Pentacles. The Three of Swords. This is interesting. Step back now. Let's think about Zelensky and Lavrov. Zelensky, President Zelensky of the Ukraine, and Lavrov from Russia. They both of them had this in the position of the next steps, the next things that were to happen. I don't think Zelensky is getting, I think they're still withholding money. I think that's why Pompeo was there. I think Zelensky has to go along with this whole thing that they're creating. And Rudy Giuliani, he had this as what was the Six Pentacles as to what's to come. I need to check with Lev and Igor. This is just ridiculous. Okay, sorry you guys. I know this might have been confusing, but I don't have time, and I just want to get this out there for you so you can see what's happening.